I am the evil monster. I will destroy you.
Hello, fellow flotsomologists. Welcome again once more. Welcome to another episode of Watch Him Yappin' Till You Wanna Slap Him. Just made that up while I was driving. How's it going out there? How are your marriages doing? Everyone doing well? You know, statistically speaking, hey, I want to start over. Statistically speaking, half of you aren't doing well because half of marriages end in divorce. And it doesn't have to be that way because we have all kinds of anti-divorce self-help material out there. For instance, my wife has been reading lately that book by John Gray, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, something like that. The author, John Gray, I guess, is a Ph.D., so he probably knows a lot of clinical stuff. I'm going to do something that's probably not done very often. I'm going to review a book by proxy. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to be reviewing the book today, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. Or Women Are From Venus, Men Are From Mars. I can't remember the title, but I'm going to be reviewing that book today, even though I haven't read it, because my wife has read a lot of it. Probably not all of it. I can tell what's in that book just from the way my wife reacts to what I say. Honey, I'm a little hungry. Do we have any of those cheese crackers around somewhere?
Men always look for solutions. They're solution-oriented. Women like to vent. They like to talk things out. Men just go into their man cave and they look for solutions.
I can't find my other shoe.
Men always look for solutions. They're solution-oriented. Women like to vent. They like to talk things out. Men just go into their man cave and they look for solutions.
Honey, I think the dog pooped in the hamper again. Bad, Cosmo. Bad.
Men always look for solutions. They're
So, you know, you can tell it's going to be a pretty authoritative review, I think. You know, John Gray, I guess, is a PhD. He probably has a lot of book learning smarts. Probably got a lot of clinical data. Probably knows some guys, a bunch of smart guys that know a bunch of other smart stuff. They could lend to him and he could put in his book. My real feeling about this, just from the small part of the book that I haven't read yet, well, from the cover, that this guy can't possibly be married. Women are from Venus, men are from Mars. If you've ever been married, you know men and women are not that close. If I was going to use a metaphor like that, I would not put them in the same solar system. Anyone who's made it through their own wedding planning and past their own wedding reception knows that the thinking of men and women are light years apart. Let me give you an example. Anyone who's seen any rock band play live in the 70s, or seen pictures of any rock band playing live in the 70s, will have noticed they have these huge Marshall stacks, big amplifiers behind them. Things stand about 8 feet tall. I, through shrewd spending in years past, am presently the proud owner of 2 of these Marshall stacks. Giant amplifiers. Together they're 250 watts of raw power. They're huge. They say Marshall on them. They're black. I worship them. I love them. I cherish them. They are my pride and joy. Guy could hardly want any more than that. And they've been stored unused in the basement now for about 4 years. Because of circumstances, you know. Now, my wife thinks, just because I haven't touched any of my guitars in about 4 or 5 years, have not even gone downstairs to look at those amplifiers, have shown no signs of even thinking about picking up my guitars in the coming years, and because those 2 Marshall stacks together are probably worth a few $1,000s, my wife, in her infinitely Venusian, convoluted thinking, sees this as some kind of a waste. Guys know it's cool to own an amplifier that's taller than you. And if you turn it up to full volume, like the guys in Spinal Tap, not only will it blow your hair back, it'll blow your hair follicles back. They are just some of the coolest, sweetest devices ever made by mankind. And to own one is the epitome of manliness. To own 2, when I dragged those things out, my teenage son looked at me like I was a god. So women will give you some kind of speech about practicality or finances or something. Men, though, you don't have to play or even ever have touched a guitar for it to be cool for you to own these. Men appreciate the value of having something like that stored away in your basement unused, collecting dust. You know, sometimes women just don't think. You know, John Gray says they're from Venus. I say they're light years away. They're from some planet in Alpha Centauri. You know, somewhere where Marshall stacks are not coveted. So till next time. Please keep all hands and feet inside the ride until all your hair follicles have blown away. Oh yeah, I forgot to review the book. Yeah, my wife says it's good.